Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2.
This personal safety announcement is brought to you by Minnesota State Moorhead Public Safety. In the event of an emergency requiring the building to be evacuated, please proceed to the nearest exit. The nearest exit may not be in the direction of your vehicle or destination, but please exit the building through the closest exit and then proceed to your vehicle or destination. Now, should shelter need to be sought within the building, please proceed in an orderly fashion out the theater doors and proceed to the hallways in the center of the building away from windows and doors. And if you require physical assistance, please notify one of the event staff personnel. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to Minnesota State University Moorhead and the Roland Dille Center for the Arts Hansen Theater. As a courtesy to our graduates, we ask that you silence your cell phones. The university has made special arrangements to have a professional photograph taken of each graduate at the time they cross the stage, so you can enjoy, and you may purchase these at a later date. Today's music is provided by the Minnesota State Moorhead Wind Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Benjamin Druffel, Assistant Professor of Music, and the Moorhead Chamber Singers under the direction of Dr. Michael Johnson, Assistant Professor of Music. A faculty marshal will lead in each college's graduates. Now please rise to meet our graduates from the College of Business, Analytics, and Communication and the College of Arts and Humanities, preceded by our distinguished platform guests and members of our faculty. It gives me great pleasure to present the graduates from the College of Business, Analytics, and Communication and the College of Arts and Humanities to you and President Tim Downs. And at this time, if you would please remove your hats and join me in facing our American flag. The Minnesota State Moorhead Chamber Singers will lead us in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may now be seated. And before we begin, a few words from Campus Diversity Officer Jared Pigeon.
Well, thank you, and greetings, everybody. My name is Jared Pigeon, and I use pronouns he, him. I am charged with creating an inclusive campus environment for all learners, preparing students for a global world, and moving us towards equitable outcomes. Minnesota State Moorhead not only recognizes students' identities, but we also strive to celebrate those identities as a fabric of our institution. Today, you will see many forms of identity expression, such as students wearing various stoles and sashes that recognize their academic achievements, their home countries, and their identities that they hold near and dear to their dragon hearts. We are committed to creating a campus community that is inclusive, globally aware, and just. The students graduating today are just that. I will now read our land acknowledgement statement. Minnesota State University Moorhead acknowledges that it occupies the ancestral lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Dakota, Sisseton, Wahpeton, and Yanktonai Dakota First Nations. With respect, we honor elders past and present who have stewarded this land through generations. We acknowledge that we are on these traditional lands as a demonstration of our respect and understanding of where we are, and we will continue to strive towards building a better relationship between our university and indigenous community. And now, please join me in welcoming to the stage the president of Minnesota State University Moorhead, Dr. Tim Downs.
Good morning. Welcome and congratulations to our graduates. A special thanks to the friends and the family members who have helped today's graduates achieve their goals. These are the people that support you, your network, the very people who supported our graduates during this educational journey. And I know your journey has been unique, but what I can say is you made it. Graduates, this is the day you've been waiting for, the day you've been working so hard for, the day you've dreamed of since you first joined the Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragon Learning Community. Today confirms your hard work, that it's paid off. The tenacity required to navigate college, completing countless assignments, papers, and tests, now results in your graduation. I'm very thankful for our talented faculty and staff for their efforts to educate you and support your efforts. At this time, I'd ask our faculty to rise and be recognized. So everyone please join me in thanking our outstanding faculty with a hearty round of applause. I'd also like to thank our music performers. They'll be back, but they do Yeah, they disappeared on me. But the reality is these are student performers, and they dedicate their time, and they're outstanding students as well that add a lot to our events. As an educator, I believe completing a degree at a university is a major accomplishment, one that you should be proud of for the rest of your life. I personally congratulate you with the highest amount of respect and excitement for your futures. I recommend that as you move forward in life, do so with confidence. The learning and development that you have experienced at Minnesota State Moorhead prepares you as a young professional, someone who can successfully compete in this world and contribute to the communities where you reside. I am confident in your abilities and know that you can compete with anyone. And I'm going to say that twice, because I really want you to listen to this. I am confident in your abilities, and I know that you can compete with anyone. So believe in yourself, pay attention, and great things are in your future. You can compete with anyone and have that level of confidence and go forward in life from this day, knowing that we prepared you well and you prepared yourself well. One aspect of your education has been learning to think critically. We ask you to use these life skills to make responsible decisions. Share your abilities to critically think and ethically think, and share your insights with others. These are skills that can facilitate life decisions and actions that will lead to ethical choices and choices that focus on equity and social responsibility. I know that this aspect of living life is large. It can be difficult at times, but I know that you're up to the challenge, and the experience you have here prepared you for every challenge in your future. I also know that your time on campus has created many fond memories, lifelong friendships, people that you will know forever. In fact, when I first meet with the orientation students, when they first start their educational journey, I tell them to look around, because some of these people they will know forever, and some of them may become their spouse. We've appreciated having you as a part of our learning community. We know you'll miss this place and the friendships and all the memories that you've created here. We'll miss you on campus, but celebrate your opportunities to move forward in life. Of course, any of you wishing to continue your education, please ask, and we will help you with your next journey and even keep you here for a couple more years. Your future and your educational needs are important. Think of yourself as a lifelong learner. That's one of the recommendations that I would make. You think you're done with this journey, but there is a lifelong learning opportunity awaiting you for your professional and personal development. So keep in contact with us and let us know how you're doing, even just to inform us of your successes. Last, I know you'll always be a dragon at heart. Know that you will always have the support of the Dragon community. Ask for help, reach back, and we are here for you. Your Dragon community is proud of you. You're our graduates, and that all that you've accomplished to this point. We're proud of everything you will accomplish because of your Moorhead education. Again, congratulations. It's an honor for me to serve this great university and to celebrate with all of you today. We cannot wait to see what you will accomplish next. Go Dragons. Joining me on stage are a number of honored guests. We have Professor Denise Gorsline, President of the Faculty Association. Representing our students, Ms. Aiden Oakes, Student Senate President. Representing our foundation board, Mr. Adam Bernier, President. Minnesota State University Moorhead is part of a Minnesota State College and University system that is led by Professor and Dr. Chancellor Scott Olson. He has several titles. Also seated on the stage are many members of the Administrative Council. Please stand when you're recognized, and we can give them all a round of applause because they do an outstanding job helping us co-lead this institution. First, Sandy East, Campus Information Officer. Gary Haugo, Vice President for University Advancement and the MSUM Foundation. Kayla Kappas, MBA, Campus Human Resource Officer. Oki Lee, Interim Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs. Chad Markison, Director of Athletics. George Tippins, Vice President of Finance and Administration. Jason Trainer, Vice President of Enrollment Management and Strategic Initiatives. Ellen Fagerstrom, AVP for Academic Affairs. Brandy Moody, Assistant Vice President of Budget. Erica Beesler Thompson, Interim Executive Director of Student Success. Robert Nava, Dean of Graduate Studies. Kaya Christensen Nelson, Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities and the Honors College. Peter Sherman, Dean of Business, Analytics, and Communication. Lee Vigilant, Interim Dean of Education and Human Services. Tom Reburn, Dean of Admissions. Karen Qualley, Executive Director of Library Services and Online Learning. Brenda Norris, Executive Director of Facilities Management. And reintroducing Mr. Jared Pigeon, Campus Diversity Officer. Throughout the auditorium, you also see students who are wearing red jackets and assisting with this ceremony. These students are our Dragon Ambassadors. They represent this university with distinction as we have special events like today. To my left is Megan Zeich, our MC today. She will also introduce our graduates. And when the graduates receive their diplomas, she'll announce their names. I'm also now very pleased to introduce Dr. Oki Lee, Interim Provost and Senior Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs. She will serve as today's Master of Ceremonies. Dr. Lee.
Thank you, President Downs. The Minnesota State Trustees was going to be Denise Speck. She's unable to join us because of the weather we are experiencing. Denise Speck has served on the Board of Trustees since 2025. She is a licensed elementary educator with 18 years of teaching experience from 1989 to 2007. That would be too old of her. She worked for 18 years as a labor leader at Education Minnesota, serving as their president from 2013 to 2025, and their secretary-treasurer from 2007 to 2013. Speck's recent board experience includes MNAFL CIO, Executive Board and General Board, AFT Executive Council, Great Lakes Center for Education Research and Practice, and the NEA Member Insurance Trust. President Downs will read Trust Speck's remarks. Please welcome President Downs.
I have to do double duty today, and I know Trustee Speck was very disappointed that she couldn't be here. One of the things that she didn't give us with her remarks for some reason is she's a proud graduate of Minnesota State University Moorhead. And we have 2 members of the Board of Trustees that are graduates, and that's a really good thing for this institution. So her remarks are as follows. Greetings, graduates, to the proud families and friends, dedicated faculty and staff gathered here today. It is my distinct honor as a trustee of Minnesota State Colleges and Universities to join you in celebrating the achievements of the Minnesota State College class of 2025. Today is truly a special day, a celebration of a major accomplishment in your lives. We know that the journey to this accomplishment has not been an easy one. You have certainly faced and overcome many challenges during and along the way and have pursued your studies while balancing other responsibility in your lives. Hard work, dedication, and perseverance has brought you to this moment, and we are incredibly proud of you. Minnesota State Moorhead is a member of the Minnesota State System, a system of 26 colleges and 7 universities across the state, all united by a mission to be a place of hope and opportunity for every student, no matter who they are or where they came from. We believe that the transformative power of public higher education is more vital than ever because the freedom to learn, to gather, to celebrate, and to explore is essential for developing the leaders of tomorrow who will face thorny challenges requiring compassion and understanding. Our colleges and universities play an important role preparing educated citizens who can effectively engage in dialogue across differences and build communities that are strengthened through pluralism. After all, it is only by honoring our shared humanity that we will be able to build a more just and peaceful world. And we are confident that the foundation that you've built here has equipped you well to be the leaders in both your careers and in your community. Each of you represents hope for a bright and bold future for your families, for your community, for Minnesota, and for our world. Today, we mark not an end, but an exciting commencement, the beginning of the next stage of your life's journey. Your decision to pursue higher education has opened up a door to a whole new world of opportunity. Your dreams are within reach, and we believe in your ability to make a difference in the world. So Minnesota State Moorhead, class of 2025, on behalf of everyone here today that applaud your success, please accept my heartfelt congratulations on this extraordinary achievement. Thank you.
Thank you, President Downs. I'm honored to introduce our commencement speaker, Katie Merrick. Katie Merrick is a communications graduate who launched her career with the Fargo Force hockey team as an intern during her senior year of college. Spent 1 season with the Force as marketing and community relations manager, and in 2022 was promoted to vice president of business operations, where she leads and supports all departments across the organization. In 2024, Katie led the Fargo Force to the best of ice season in the organization's history, earning the Force the United States Hockey League Award for Organization of the Year by shattering records in overall attendance, ticket revenue, food and beverage, social media, and community involvement. During Katie's 5 seasons with the Force, the team has helped raise over $500,000 for local organizations such as the Cullen Children's Foundation, Hometown Heroes, Sanford Children's Hospital, the Veterans Honor Flight of North Dakota and Minnesota, and many more. She has represented the USHL at the NHL drafts in Nashville, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles. Katie was named Dave Tyler United States Hockey League Executive of the Year for the 2024-25 season in recognition of her efforts and contributions toward her organization, as voted upon by the league's board of directors comprised of ownership and team executives. In 2025, Katie was a member of the MSUM Foundation's inaugural 10 Under 10 class, honoring Rising Dragon alumni who have graduated within the last decade and are making a remarkable impact in their early careers. Katie was recognized as an up-and-coming leader and community builder, demonstrating significant achievements and dedication within her profession, organization, and community. Please join me in welcoming Katie.
Well, I gotta find my speech. First of all, thank you to everyone for having me here today, especially President Tim Downs, the students, and the faculty. It's truly one of the biggest honors of my life. As I sat down to write this speech, I was at a total loss for what I wanted to say, which for those who know me may come as a surprise, as I am not often found at a loss for words. So I did what people my age do when struck with a problem and went down a rabbit hole of videos on TikTok and YouTube looking for the answer. But what I came up with wasn't found in the depths of the internet. I decided instead that I would fall back on the sport I've come to love over the last 5 years, hockey. In the first period of a hockey game, it's all about setting the tone, feeling the other team out. It is the first time after spending all week practicing and watching film that you get to find out if you prepared properly to take on what you're facing. As I prepared to head to college, or for the sake of this analogy, my first period of my journey, I was not prepared at all. I remember sitting at the lunch table with a group of my classmates as we discussed what schools we wanted to attend, the majors we'd choose, and the careers we'd chase. They rattled off their choices with the confidence I envied, and as it got to me, one of them said, "Katie, I really can't imagine you doing anything." Now, in that person's defense, I don't think it was meant as quite the insult it seemed to be, but it's a statement I've never forgotten, partially because at that point in time, I couldn't imagine myself doing anything either. In my first 2 years of college, I switched career paths more times than I can count. I got really into Grey's Anatomy for a while and thought I'd become a doctor, until I was thoroughly humbled by calculus. There was a brief period of time where I thought being an author was my calling, thanks to a few really well-written discussion posts, followed by an intro to art class and an unbelievably cool professor that led me down the path of being an art teacher, or maybe just the next Picasso. By the time all my indecisiveness stacked up, I found myself at the beginning of my third year of college, still without a plan. But what I learned from my calculus debacle and the thousands of dollars worth of art credits I didn't need was that pity, self-imposed or otherwise, never helped. There will be times, probably many, that you will fail. Things will go wrong, plans won't work out, people will let you down, or maybe it will take you until you're a freshman in college to realize that you're truly bad at math. When these failures, big or small, happen, take a moment to really embrace how much it sucks, and then, in the wise words of Ross Geller, pivot. In hockey, people often talk about a player's hockey IQ, which refers to their mental ability to read the game, anticipate plays, and make smart, effective decisions. Like in life, the people with the most success are the ones that have the greatest ability to interpret the world around them, anticipate the possible outcomes, and make effective decisions not only when everything is going right, but when everything is going wrong. By the time the second period starts, you're really in it. You've had time to figure some things out, the game is flowing, and you've got the lay of the land. But there's one very important piece to every hockey game that I haven't mentioned, a piece that's been instrumental in my own life, your teammates. An amazing player can be amazing all on their own, but an amazing player with a great team around them is when the real magic happens. It was the people around me, or my teammates, that encouraged me to change my major to communications. I pursued a career in sports because of one of the speakers in Webby's classes. I stayed in Fargo at a job I've come to love because of the people I'm lucky enough to work with every day. The older I get, the more I find that no matter what you're doing, people are what really matter. I'm sure you spent the last 4 years hearing people say, make connections, grow your network, get your foot in the door. They're right. But some of the most important connections are the ones you make when you're not even trying. In my first season with the Force, I was placing an order for jerseys, and I remembered receiving an email about a new supplier. So I reached out, we talked, they sent some samples, and I decided to take a chance. Not because I liked the product, but mostly because I liked their people. In the first year as a company, they brought in $200,000, and we were their only team in the USHL. This year, they will bring in $3 million and become the primary jersey distributor in our league, with 10 teams and counting. There was no way for me to know that they would reach the level of success they're at, and there was no way for them to know that we would reach the level of success we're at either. But I've found that when you find the right people, even the ones you don't expect, good things tend to happen. Regardless of how the first and second periods of the game go, once you reach the third, anything can happen. During my third season with the Force, we had a great team. We were down to the final few games of the regular season, and we were fighting to secure the Anderson Cup, the first one in franchise history. The Lincoln Stars were in town, and it was a game we knew we could win. After a scoreless first period, the Stars scored late in the second, and with 5 minutes left in regulation, the Force tied up the game at 1-1. A minute later, we took the lead, and with 48 seconds left, we were up 3-1. I thought we had it in the bag. We had the cup ceremony all planned, the hype video was made, and the speeches were written, but the game was not finished. Lincoln scored 5 seconds later to make it 3-2, and then with 1 second left in regulation, they tied the game to take it to overtime, which they went on to win 27 seconds later. We all learned an important lesson that day during the third period, is that no matter what happens during the rest of the game, it's never too late for a comeback. One of my favorite terms in hockey is puck luck. It refers to a team or player who's getting fortunate bounces and deflections. Things are just going their way. And in that late April game in 2023, Lincoln had all the puck luck. There will be times throughout your life where you get all the bounces, and there will be times that you don't. But the tricky thing to remember about luck is that you may not be able to control it, but you can influence it. The AI overview on Google says that luck is a mix of random chance, perception, and preparation, and that preparation piece is key. As you begin on your career paths and achieve amazing things, don't forget that you've earned every bit of your success. You might have gotten a few lucky bounces on the way, but with hard work and preparation, without it, that puck luck might have just passed you by. As I was going down my YouTube rabbit hole of celebrity commencement speeches, I found that many people use the phrase, "as you go out into the world," to conclude their message. But I will not be using that here today, because class of 2025, you're already in it. In the years it's taken you to earn this degree, you've all lived through major world events like natural disasters, a global pandemic, and political turmoil, just to name a few. In fact, my dad fondly refers to the past few years as being a big shitstorm. You've lived through all this while taking classes, working part-time jobs, staying up late doing homework, and trying to have a social life. So instead, I'll say, as you continue in this world, remember, pivot, don't panic, trust your team, and it's not just luck. You've earned it. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Members of the audience, you will notice colored ribbons, pins, and stoles distinguishing some of today's graduates. These are symbols of outstanding academic accomplishments or other affiliations and activities. Some graduates are wearing honor cords, which signify high academic achievement. Cum laude graduates are wearing white honor cords. Will our cum laude graduates stand and be recognized? Magna cum laude graduates are wearing red honor cords. Will our magna cum laude graduates stand and be recognized? Our summa cum laude graduates are wearing red and white honor cords. Will our summa cum laude graduates stand and be recognized? Our honors program graduates are wearing a gold stole. Will our honors program graduates stand and be recognized? We would also like to take this opportunity to recognize both those in the audience and those graduating today who at some point in their lives have either served in the armed forces or await fulfillment of military duties. Will our graduates who have participated in military service please stand and be recognized? If you are a spouse of a member of our military active or retired, please stand and recognized. Now, will the members of the audience or members of the faculty who have engaged in military service please stand and be recognized? On behalf of the university, I thank you. Now, in demonstration of our core values of grit, humility, and heart, will those members of the audience, members of the faculty, or members of today's graduating class who are first in their families to graduate from college, please stand and be recognized. And finally, will those members of the audience or members of the faculty who are Minnesota State Moorhead alumni, please stand and be recognized. It is inspiring to see so many alumni and friends who are transforming our world. Today's student commencement speaker was nominated by the deans of their college and recognized for excellence. Today, our student speaker is Dille Flyler. Dille Flyler is currently an international business major at MSUM. Throughout his time at the university, he has been involved in a variety of activities, including DECA, honors, jazz, and housing, making the most of his college experience. Dille values the close relationship he shares with his family, who have always supported him and stood by his side. Please join me in welcoming Dille.
I hate this thing so much. It is incredible to see you all here today. First, I would just like to give a huge thank you to the friends and family that took time out of their day to make it here, and to those of you watching from Gady or online. Additionally, I want to thank the faculty and staff that made this graduation possible. We literally would not be here without you. Above all, welcome class of 2025 to the end of our chapter as Dragons. It's an honor to be your speaker today, and even further still, to tell you my story. So let me tell you a story about a boy attempting to understand the world. Our character starts with humble beginnings, born to a mother and father who encouraged him to imagine, to wonder, to hope, and to love, born to explore vast worlds unbeknownst to him through ink on a page, colorful flickers on a screen, and music that could produce only the finest of grins. Now this boy was taken aback by the beauty, the joy, and the love he was surrounded with. Also new, bright, and loud. He couldn't understand it all and wasn't meant to. Not yet. Let me tell you a story about a young boy who thought the world was his playground, running as fast as he could, feet slapping against the concrete at recess, taking trips to the public library before Dad got off work to explore magic tree houses and a wizarding world that would infest his dreams. He welcomed a younger sister into his family. She would terrorize and love him in ways he had yet to comprehend. He would realize that he wasn't the only one with this story and started to listen. He couldn't understand it all and wasn't meant to. Not yet. Let me tell you a story about a fearful teenager, one who discovered the art of listening, both a blessing and a curse for this fool, as he stumbled through his academic career in teenage years by witnessing life but not living it, trying to grapple with all the change, everything being so loud and demanding his attention in his already crowded mind. He was paralyzed by fear in his heart and the weight on his tongue. But he held close to the art that he could create and the ones that loved him no matter what. But he still couldn't understand it all. Not yet. So finally, let me tell you about the young man standing before you today as a college graduate and proud dragon, who has learned an immense amount not only from academics, but discovering what kind of story he wants to tell. A student who stayed up a little too late to spend some extra time with friends, who took a risk and joined a club or sport when they were afraid to even leave the dorm, who even traveled overseas to explore business and culture to feed his hungry mind. A dragon who over the next few years would be molded by his peers and professors and discovered after numerous lessons that we are in control of our own stories. So as our character today looks out towards his peers and attempts to understand each one of their stories, he knows in his heart that everyone has their own complex one to tell. Each one with us our own background and characters that we will gain and lose along the way, knowing that our complexities reveal the true humans underneath and that the best lessons we learn are through each other. Through times of celebration, reflection, curiosity, each choice shaping us who we are today as we try to understand it all. But let us take this time, this moment, at the precipice of change and at the end of our page, to truly revel in what we've accomplished, even if we don't understand it all. Not yet. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan. Really great words. They're heartfelt, and we know that great things are in your future. We'll hear a lot from you and about you. I'd also like to take a moment to thank Katie. Great words of wisdom. Your wisdom is beyond your years. So we look forward to following your career as it becomes meteoric. Now our official commencement begins with recognition of the graduates. The graduates will be invited to come across the stage, and they'll be led by the student ambassadors, and they'll be with the faculty marshals. Each graduate will be introduced as they walk across the stage to receive their diplomas, and I will congratulate them along with Aiden. All students who have met the requirements for graduation are listed in the program. However, the names of students graduating in absentia will not be read. All degrees granted today will be conferred through the deans of the respective colleges. Please hold your applause until all the candidates for each college have been presented. Dr. Lee.
Dr. Peter Sherman, Dean of College of Business, Analytics, and Communications, will present the candidates for degrees from the College of Business, Analytics, and Communication. Dr. Sherman.
Will the candidates for the degrees in the College of Business, Analytics, and Communication please rise and move to the stage? President Downs, it is my privilege to present the candidates for degrees in the College of Business, Analytics, and Communication. On behalf of the faculty of the college, I certify that these candidates have met all college, departmental, and undergraduate requirements for the degrees to be conferred.
Adiula Agoro, Bachelor of Science, Project Management. Julia Kathleen Allen Eckel, Bachelor of Science, Digital Media Management, cum laude. Joseph Donald Arvidsson, Bachelor of Science, Construction Management. Landon Noah Bessler, Bachelor of Science, Finance, summa cum laude. Ryan Butler, Business Administration, Bachelor of Science. Kaylee Scott Crabtree, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Kylie Louise Crabtree, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Frank Cody DeJarny, Bachelor of Science, Computer Information Technology. Xander Jason Farrell, Bachelor of Science, Global Supply Chain Management. Dylan J. Fleeler, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, magna cum laude. Aiden Fish, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science, magna cum laude. Isaac Wayne Fries, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Nahom Gabriel Hannes, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Lacey K. Gibbs, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Julia Herring, Bachelor of Science, University Studies, cum laude. Alexander Huat, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, summa cum laude. Mahela Kapan, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Logan Kletcher, Bachelor of Science, Construction Management, summa cum laude. Fox Samuel Knutson, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Adam Mark, Bachelor of Science, Project Management, magna cum laude. Shajanne McDaniel, Bachelor of Science, University Studies. Mara Moltzen, Bachelor of Science, Integrated Advertising / Public Relations, magna cum laude. Emily Susan Parker, Bachelor of Science, Global Supply Chain Management, Project Management, summa cum laude. Carlissa Fenig, Bachelor of Art, Communication Studies. Lavrin Ginther Puyals, Bachelor of Science, Operations Management, summa cum laude. Carly Christine Raudal, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration. Ellie K. Roland, Bachelor of Science, University Studies. Cody Sorensen, Computer Information Systems. Brandon Thomas Dahlberger, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, Mathematics, Math Education, summa cum laude. Nora Strand, Ray, Bachelor of Science, Business Administration, cum laude. Evan Odin Van Rees, Bachelor of Art, Political Science History, summa cum laude. Donovan John Verdi, Bachelor of Science, Finance, magna cum laude. College of Business Analytics and Communications Marshal, Dr. Tim Harms.
Dr. Kaya Christensen Nelson, Dean of Arts and Humanities and Honors College, will present the candidates for degrees from the College of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Christensen Nelson.
Will the candidates for the degrees of the Arts and Humanities please rise and move to the stage? President Downs, it is my privilege to present the candidates for the degrees in the College of Arts and Humanities. On behalf of the faculty of the college, I certify that these candidates have met all college, departmental, and undergraduate requirements for the degrees to be conferred.
Grace Jean Allen, Bachelor of Science, Social Studies, summa cum laude. Simon Ann, Film Production. Hannah Renee Brennan, BFA Graphic and Interactive Design, summa cum laude. Cody Cheyenne Bunting, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic and Interactive Design. Amanda Nicole Christopher, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art. Abby Dubbs, Bachelor of Science, Communication Arts, Literature Education, summa cum laude. Ivy Lynn Gerving, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic and Interactive Design. Casey Gibson, Bachelor of Science, Social Studies. Emily Haug, Associate Arts, Liberal Arts. Ariana Jeffers, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Studio Art, magna cum laude. Kayla Karowski, Instrumental Music Education. Emina Lalick, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic and Interactive Design. Katie Larson, Psychology. Kaylin Ann McHugh, Bachelor of Arts, English, summa cum laude. Adriana Miller, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Art Education, cum laude. Tori Elizabeth Paul, Bachelor of Science, Social Studies, summa cum laude. Alarawaja Alabisho. Tyson John Stuhog, Bachelor of Science, Social Studies, magna cum laude. Margaret Kathleen Sullivan, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Graphic and Interactive Design. Maxwell Robert Vanyo, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Art Education, cum laude. Roy with Psychology. College of Arts and Humanities, Marshall Dr. Kenyon Williams.
At this time, I ask the 2025 graduates to please stand. As president of Minnesota State University Moorhead, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees for the Minnesota State Colleges and Universities, I confer upon you the degrees as appropriate with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. This is the last test. We ask the graduates to move your tassel from your right to left, signifying ritually that you are now a graduate. Members of the audience. And now I'd ask the graduates and invite you to turn and applaud the parents, the family, and the friends who have supported you throughout these years. As we celebrate your transition from student to graduate, we also pay tribute to the traditions of our past through the Minnesota State University Moorhead alma mater. Please join us for a reception following the ceremony in the Comstock Memorial Union. Graduates and guests, please rise and join the chamber singers in singing the Minnesota State Moorhead alma mater, which is printed on the back cover of the commencement program. Thank you.
Where flows the river through prairies to the valley north, seekers of truth built a place of light and liberty, that from its portals their sons and daughters might go forth throughout the nations, till the truth be spread that sets us free. Hail, MSU Moorhead, to thee, with love and loyalty, we pass the torch from the past to the future bright. Hail, hail, alma mater, answering ever to our country's call, ever changing, ever constant, ever true, our alma mater.
Students, faculty members, and platform party, please remain standing for the recessional. Members of the audience, you may be seated until the recessional is concluded. Today's ceremony is now concluded. Congratulations to one and all.